I'm Staff Sergeant Nicholas Ketz, and welcome to The Force, Defense TV's flagship program aimed at bringing you the most impactful stories from around the services. As a soldier, the demand for adaptability is paramount, being decisive under extreme pressure while combating physical stress to complete the mission. For one soldier, these skills directly translate to the world of mixed martial arts inside the octagon.
With everybody's eyes just on you solely, the butterflies, they never really go away. It's unnatural for you to move forward when punches are being thrown at you. While you're deployed and downrange, an explosion happens or gunfire goes off and we have contact, you have to move to the target and towards danger. The mindset of a soldier, just the caliber of man that steps onto the mat, even when it's their first day, they have that warrior ethos mindset. A lot of this game is mental, all right, and the second that you show exhaustion or fear, the other man across from you is going to take advantage of that.
More on Phil's story can be seen on soldiers.dodlive.mil. Ever wonder how Marines go through doors that don't want to open? With the 3rd Marine Expeditionary Force, we learned that when you can't go through the front door, you have to resort to much more aggressive means.
Breach open!
I'm First Lieutenant Andrew Palmano. Today I'm going to teach you to conduct urban breaching like the United States Marines. Marines find out that there's a building or other area that needs to be entered, and so we have a couple methods of doing that. In certain environments, we'll be required to do so using explosives. What we do is we have a breacher. He's the Marine that actually is priming the charge and detonating the charge. You have an assistant breacher who helps place the charge and spool out the wire to do that. Our blanket man holds the ballistic breaching blanket, which protects the Marines who stack behind him. Once the Marines come out of the stack, they will aggressively breach that target and fight their way inside.
More about the 3rd Marine Expeditionary Force can be found on marines.mil.
When we started this project, we asked ourselves one question. Who is a soldier?
After sustaining multiple injuries over his career, Senior Master Sergeant Kenneth Heumann was ready to give up. The Air Force Special Operations Command approached his rehab like rebuilding a weapons system, preventing further injuries that could put him back on the sidelines.
All right, next stage, you're going up.
I don't like to get beat. I don't like to be second, and I most definitely don't like to be last. The best place to lead from is the front. So in order to do that, then you have to be in peak physical condition, and you got to keep your mind sharp on the other aspects of the job that's required.
The University of Pittsburgh studies currently elite athletes. And they were interested in taking that model and applying it to the military operations. So Special Forces is basically, you know, like taking your NFL football player or your NHL hockey player and just looking at it from a different perspective.
Even worse, you'll be able to have better results and quicker recovery of the operator to increase their career longevity as well as their quality of life in their career field.
We have to be at the top of our game. And in order to do that, the smartest way to do it would be to optimize your performance and to utilize these kind of assets to get to that level And I guess that's the piece that's a little bit different than a professional athlete, because they train up for an event where we have to be at peak performance at all times to be effective on the battlefield.
To see more about the human weapon, visit airman.dodlive.mil.
The best place to lead from is the front.
Sometimes it's just so cold and so wet and so miserable, and that's part of the process.
You know, jumping in is just a way to get to work.
The once ribbing term 4 Eyes now secures a coolness factor thanks to a team of Navy engineers who have developed a high-resolution, see-through heads-up display embedded directly inside a KM-37 Navy dive helmet to keep its users safer, more efficient, and more effective underwater.
Got it, 1107. Yeah, both divers ready to leave surface. Red diver into the water when ready.
On the bottom of the Savannah River, everything was done by feel. I was able to see maybe 6 to 8 inches in front of my face. Anything more than that was nothing but a blur and darkness. David would have increased my visibility on the bottom in CSS Georgia to decrease the amount of time it took to complete this mission.
And with the advent of smart glasses, this technology is becoming more and more affordable. The consumer world is aware of it. We can use some of those and hybrids of those to enhance Navy diving.
All Hands Online has a lot more on divers' augmented vision display. Check it out at ah.mil. You can always check out the Force at any time on the Defense TV app or online. Visit your app store to download Defense TV and stay connected to all service news. I'm Staff Sergeant Nicholas Ketz. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next edition of The Force.